I think this car for me, even more than the T-Bird, just makes me feel comfortable. Like I can kind of keep pushing that limit without the uncertainty of how it's going to respond.
Yep. Well, I think with the tires and strut brace, the T-Bird will feel much closer to this than it did before. So I'll definitely be interested to get your thoughts when you get to try that out. Because I agree, I did have a little bit of lack of confidence at Tail of the Dragon this past year. But yesterday when I was trying out that new road near my house, I was hustling it pretty, not too far off what I was just doing in the 135.
Nice. And
it felt great. It's really just a little bit of twitch in the back end that I got to dial out. But I think once there's an IRS in that thing, it's going to be freaking...
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Which it was funny watching back those tail videos when me and you were riding in my car. And I was like, yeah, there's an IRS thing you can do on these cars, and I'm thinking about it. And
Yep. Did you ever address the rubbing issue? Because I remember it was, when I was driving, it was rubbing quite a bit. It was rubbing
well, and it was also
both sides.
Well, in that direction at Tail of the Dragon with all the dips was particularly bad. Going the other way is not nearly as bad.
Gotcha.
But when we were there, Dad had found that it looked like the tire was rubbing on like these little button screws that were at the top of the fender well. And so I took those out the other day. And I think that'll help a little bit. And I think I'm going to be more aggressive with the ride height adjustment, because I think the other thing is when it's just me in the car, I mean, I can push that thing and it will not rub. I was just trying it on a cloverleaf the other day and I buried it and it did not rub. And I'm like, it's got to just be a thing where you have, especially when you have multiple people in the car.
Yep. Yeah.
And then you're hitting those really big like compressions.
Yep.
So I think I'm just going to be more aggressive. Like when we get to the Airbnb, I'll jack it up and instead of 2 turns, maybe I'll do 4 on the driver's side, and then I'll do 2 on the passenger side. We might just have to do a little bit of trial and error to see what's enough there. It's like for everyday use, I mean, it is so rare that it rubs, even when I'm, driving it pretty good.
Man, this is doing good. Really good.
I mean, the fact that I can like hold a conversation and drive this thing should tell you.
Yep.
I mean, the brakes are such a big upgrade to this car. It really needed it.
Yeah. And I do like a little bit better acceleration in gear with the 355.
Yes.
Doesn't feel sluggy.
Yep. Yeah. It feels stronger, for sure.
I'm starting to learn some of these corners now too.
Yes, it's getting familiar.
Because I knew that one wasn't a very tight corner. I was like, that one stays pretty wide.
I did put a cold air intake on this also, so I am pulling outside fresh air. So I've gotten rid of just the air cleaner.
Yep, I'm sure that helps.
I used a factory truck air cleaner. Came with the hose and everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely sensing these tires are by far the weakest link.
They absolutely are.
And the rest of the car feels very capable.
I would say even compared to my Continentals, they're a bit weaker.
Oh yeah, I agree. Well, I haven't driven yours yet, but I have had those.
DWS?
It was an earlier model, but.
All right, we're gonna have to spec out wheels and tires with this hand.
Yep.
I'll start talking to everybody what's the widest I can put on this thing in the back. Maybe have it for the tail.
That would be awesome.
That would really be cool.
Yeah, it sure would be. Because it seems like you've got more than enough braking power to far exceed these tires. So if you had upgraded tires and wheels, you could continue to brake even later because you got plenty of stopping power.
Right.
I can kind of hear the tires.
Yes,
over here.
yes.
Matt, I don't know if you can hear on that side too.
Yes, I can.
You start to
Let's put it
push
this way: even when I was driving it, I could hear the tires.
Yeah, I don't think I'm pushing the car particularly hard. So, whereas I don't think I heard much of anything out of the Continentals on the way up.
Okay, I get it. Well, like I said, the nice thing is I'll have 2 sets. I can put these on if I'm going to drive
In the winter.
crappy weather or anything like that.
Yep.
Even there's like a partial throttle pull feels a bit better with the gears too.
Yes, definitely. I was telling Zach, I think just before you showed up, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with the spring for the vacuum secondaries on this. Soften it up, bring them in a little bit sooner.
Yep.
Because I feel I really got to stomp on it to get that thing open.
Right.
And there she goes, you know?
Yeah, I think we've all picked up on just, it takes a bit of coercing. The power is there, you just got to really be like, all right, give me some power.
Right.
And it's there, but...
Coax it out.
Right, the carburetor is just not as, would you say, linear as Anthony's is on the fuel injection?
Well, it's just not as immediate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just as linear. It seems very smooth with this delivery. It's just, it makes you work for it.
You have to put a lot more pedal input to get the same amount of
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
reaction out of it.
But I think even with a lot of pedal input, you're not going to get the same response.
Right.
Hey, thanks again for lunch.
Oh, you guys are
Yes,
welcome.
absolutely.
And it was amazing. It was a 4-course meal. I hate that Mike missed it.
Yeah.
And you paid for everything.
That's right, Mikey.
Yeah, that
Wow.
Ruth's Chris was really good.
Yeah.
Glad I got that big bonus at work.
Yeah.
And this is where I really start to kind of ease it up on this trip up, because
Especially with this
Yeah.
guardrail right here.
yep,
And then I think we come up to that lodge right here.
yeah, exactly.
That is a lot of fun back here.
Yeah, dude, this thing drives really, really good.
Yeah, it does.
Appreciate it. A lot of your help went into this, Ant, too. I mean,
Well, I got to do a lot of the experimenting.
you did a lot of R&D for me, yeah. So I just stole a bunch from you.
Yeah, I definitely would not be hustling through this section at all.
I mean, that's a
This bike behind me is though. I mean, he can have at it, I guess.
yeah.
I'm not interested. Ooh, ooh.
What's the matter?
The car's bucking on. Oh,
Well, you did have it at 1,200 RPMs. Or is it still?
something's up with the.
Huh.
I don't know if the car's. I mean, that's not me. That's the car.
Oh yeah, it died. It just died. See if you can coast over here to this little cutout and just kind of pull off so we get off the main road a little bit.
Sorry, Duty.
No, you didn't do nothing.
I mean, I don't know where to go. Shit. I don't know if the carb started maybe it's bubbling or something, or.
You've got pretty good visibility at least for other cars coming.
Yeah, okay.
Hands running. Is that normal?
Yeah, because it's electric. And shut it all the way off, bud.
Okay. Sorry, man.
Dude, what are you apologizing for?
I blew it up. It felt like maybe like a fuel delivery issue, because I mean, it started cutting out.
Yep.